Welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Green. I am Toni Green, the Psychic Medium, here to give you 60 minutes approximately of what I like to call entertainment. Here we go. So, first and foremost, do not get scammed. I will never reach out to you. If somebody's reaching out to you, they are probably a scammer and do not go for it. Do not get scammed. Second, share. There it is. Share. It's always share. This show does air live on WSCS, Rude Rangers TV, all of their affiliate and streaming channels, all of their radio stations and podcasts, along with every place I can manage to put it. So there's that. I do have 7 books that I have written. If you would like any information on them, they're all on my author page on Amazon. The link is in the description or bio or whatever it is on what you are watching. Next, what else? Oh, if you would like to call in, you can go over to Podbean and call in. I do take callers and questions on Podbean. If you're watching live on YouTube, which you can watch live on Monday and Wednesday, Monday at noon, Wednesday at 7 p.m., both of those times are central. You can put the question in the chat. I do not see the comments while I'm on air, so you must use the chat if you want me to answer while we are live. I want to wish everybody a very happy Mother's Day. I did a special show last night for Mother's Day, and it was healings and connecting with moms and grandmoms, and I really enjoyed it. I think it went almost 2 hours, but there are so many good healings and clearings in there. So it's on Podbean. It's also on YouTube. If you missed it, go get it. Go get it. People were giving me their requests for healings, and with the healings, you can listen to that every day. If it's something you want or you feel like you need, listen to it every single day. Let more and more of it go. And for some things like clearing the energy of a home, you should be doing that like every day, if not once a week, for yourself and for your home. Alrighty. You can put a question in the chat. The question should be about a person, place, thing, career, money, finances, love life, but somewhat of an exact and or direct question. I'll be happy to answer that. If you would like to connect with a loved one from up above, I just need their first name and their relationship to you, and I'm happy to connect you with them. Okay, so here we go. I answered Rebecca's question. Rebecca, I'm just going to add a little bit to that without saying much about it on the platform. Anybody who wants to know what Rebecca asked, you can check out the chat in YouTube, but I don't want to bring up the exact word of the thing she asked. I have been feeling they are going away since prior to the election. And I do feel like when I ask when, I hear June, maybe July, maybe that'll be part of our Independence Day. But again, it depends. What I hear is there is a lot in play and there is a lot going on. So I'm really hoping for that. I hope I'm not getting that answer because it's just something I really, really want also. But it is, I'm going to say this, and I said this before on the show, there is no law that requires that. There's an amendment, but the amendment goes against our constitutional rights. but there is no law. The way it's stated is we are doing that voluntarily. Yeah, let's all laugh at that together. Let's all laugh at it together. And because we do it voluntarily, the moment we fill out a certain form when we start a job, that's us volunteering. The moment we file, that's us volunteering. It's kind of like churches. You used to be able to just give what you want, and now they ask for all your tax and for all of your, like, it shocked me. My sister started going to a church and they wanted her the amount of, like, the proof of the amount of money that she made so they could bill her. Yeah, no, sir. But whatever, not my monkey, not my show, not my circus. But voluntarily, right? Right. Anyway, I'm really feeling like the answer to your question is an absolute yes. The timeline, I'm a little iffy on. Okay. Uh, Thank you, Heather. Thank you so much. So, okay, can you guys see and hear me? Is all good with that front? Is that all good? Because Erin said can't see or hear. Please let me know if you can. Then she said all good. Okay. Heather says, I get the heebie-jeebies from this new pope. What's your take on that? Oh, you guys, you're hitting the big ones today. You want to know the big ones today. Okay, I have not, to be honest, I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. Um, the new pope, I'm just gonna tap into the energy of it and see what I get. But I'm also going to say, I can't, there's so much I can't say. There's so much I want to say. In order to make it to any top position, there is a lot of ceremonies that go on. Even with a position like that, it's very political. It's just very, what the way I'm hearing it is tit for tat. Um, so there's that. There's that. I would like to say more, but as you know, with the platform. So what I will say is I kind of feel like they're all the same. And here's why. With everything that goes on within those organizations, if you're not a whistleblower against certain things, then are you really working for the people upstairs? Or are you going along to get along? Ooh, did you see that flash of, do you see that flash? Do you see that? Yeah, see the lights, you see it, right? You see it. You see it. That's all we need to say. The other thing is, in certain organizations, they talk about, when you pass, you're going to go up or you're going to go down. And I'm trying to avoid certain words. But here's my thing about that. I don't believe there's a down to go to. As a matter of fact, I know 100% for myself and my personal experiences with my 3 near-death experiences. I never descended, I always ascended. But even beyond that, if they truly believed there was a down to go to, they wouldn't do most of the things they do. They wouldn't be hoarding all of the gold in the Vatican City, all of the cars, all of the art. Under the Vatican, they have money, cars, gold, art, real art, real art. They have so much wealth, just the bank itself. And their banks, according to some stories, what do they call that? Money laundering for certain organizations that are very illegal. And the Vatican does, as far as I understand, I could be wrong, own a lot of banks. And that's where they do a lot of the laundering. If they believed there was a down to go to, do you think they would be doing 1% of what they do? No. And let's not even get into, well, I'm not even going to mention the rest of the stuff because you guys are very well aware of the rest of the stuff that hits the news periodically, but should be on the news every single day. And let me just say, I'm hearing the song, and the children are the future. If you can put 2 and 2 together, you've got that one. The other thing is, I believe just all of that together is another control. So the way this plane works is we have a certain number of people. Some of them are controlled by religion. Some of them are controlled by politics or politicians or beliefs of that. Others are controlled by this. It's a way to divide and conquer. It's another way to divide and conquer. I'm left, I'm right, I'm Jewish, I'm Catholic, I'm born again Christian, and anything that divides, anything that says better than, anything that says if you're not part of this, then you're not going to heaven or you're not good, or we have no time or place for it. None. It's all about controlling the masses, dumbing us down, and the higher ups get to do what they want to do. And that's you guys, really, that's what awakening is. That's really what awakening is. Everybody thinks it's airy fairy, I've awakened, and it's seeing the truth behind all of it. And it's a good place to be, but it can be a very interesting place to be because people are very connected to their belief systems and their like things. Now, I do believe religion has a good place because it does help people to understand a little bit. But anything that interjects fear and division, it should not. It just should not. Okay, next. Okay, where was I? Here we go. Kathleen wants to know, this is Kathleen, do you see me with a job soon? I hear yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. I feel like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no feels like you may get an offer, but you may not take it or it may not last. But Kathleen, what I think is you are going to have a job by summer, which is coming because summer starts, I think, in June, you're going to have a job by then. You'll be employed by them. Whether you stay, how long you stay, what you do, or if you get offered one and you accept it, that's completely up to you. Because I just keep getting yes, no. I feel like you're going to get offered two positions. I feel like one of them is going to be far better than the other one, but you can't go wrong with either position, and you're going to know which one is best for you. Okay, love? Hey, Melissa. Elizabeth wants to know, will I hear from Gunther soon? Elizabeth, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me who is Gunther to you? Like, friend, I need some context. It's kind of silent on the other end as far as Gunther, hearing from Gunther soon. I'm hearing not soon enough. Not soon enough, Elizabeth. I really, Elizabeth, if you're here, put in who Gunther. You're welcome, Kathleen. Absolutely. Put in who is Gunther to you. Is it like a okay, thank you. That makes sense. He's a college friend and excuse me, is in the military. Okay, that's why. Thank you. Not like I said, I'm hearing not soon enough, and I feel like when you do hear from Gunther, it won't be. I just keep hearing context, 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 context. It might not be. It might be either very short, very weird, very whatever. Don't within a month, 2 months, maybe within 2 months, you might hear from Gunther. Whatever is going on, I feel like it's very for Gunther. Whatever's going on for Gunther is very. I'm just hearing the word disorienting. Okay, Elizabeth, but he so far so good is what I'm also hearing. Okay. Next. Hey, Darlene. Hey, silly Jackie. Thank you for joining on Podbean. Teelan. Hi, Toni. Message or coincidence? Last night outside meditating, a young adult coyote trotted by. I love it. And they do. And they do. They just like they just trot. They just like they own the area. They do. Same spot where 3 juvenile coyotes went about 15 feet from me last night. It's I always say this is what I have been taught from above, that anytime an animal catches our attention, our vision, when if we're just driving or sitting or looking out the window and an animal catches our attention, it's one of our loved ones catching our attention. So when you see like a coyotes or whatever, ask like, who are you representing? And you'll hear the name right away. It could be grandma, mom, uncle, a loved one on the other side. You'll hear it right away. Right away. Okay. I love that though. Now I am going to be a little bit honest here. I see a coyote trotting by. Guess what I'm doing? I'm going in the house to meditate. I'm not that girl. Like I was cleaning out a loved one of my dear friends passed away, and we were cleaning out his home, and there were bats and bears, and I didn't see a bear, but snakes, and I did see a snake, and uh, everybody else, but they were all men, in all fairness, were saying, just leave them alone. If you don't bother them, they won't bother you. That's, sir, all due respect, but that has not been my experience. I leave them alone when they're away from me. If they are near me, I freak out. I go into freak out mode. So if I would see a coyote while meditating, I would be locked in a room. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. Thank you, T. Lynn. Melissa wants to know, I would like to know what my mother, Martha, wants me to know. Melissa, your mother, Martha, is she on the other side? I'm getting, um, Melissa, yes. Okay. Thank you, Melissa. Melissa, Melissa's mother, Martha. What do you want Melissa to know? The first thing I hear is don't go. And then I'm hearing the song, don't let him go. Take it easy, take it slow. So please let me know if that makes sense for you for any part of your life. And the don't let him go doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be like family. It could be something. Melissa, please let me know if that makes sense. But the first thing I heard is don't go. So yes, it does make sense. Thank you for confirming, Melissa. I'm going to say this. I might just get words here and there, just so you know. I hear give it, baby, give it one more chance, something like that. Like something like that. But, however, however, to make them like make it toe the line, make it toe the. So this could be even, Melissa, about a job, about a person, but be very firm. Be very firm. Don't follow the same pattern. Be very firm. Okay. I hope that makes so much sense to you, love. I really do hope it makes so much sense. Okay. Darlene on Podbean says, my girl may get moved today. She's been homeless. And I called my girlfriend. She has not called me back. I have 4 days to move my boat. No word from anyone. I'm freaking out. Don't freak out. When we freak out, it ruins our frequency. Freak out, frequency. We need to remain calm. Go to your angels and tell them, even if she can't do it, somebody else will be able to. I feel like somebody is going to be able to come in and help you. I hear Hail Mary, like a last minute thing. You may be nervous, but I do feel like it is going to work out for you, and your boat is going to get moved. And Darlene, I really want you to consider. Once you get in the new space, and again, I know I've said this prior on the show, sometimes people who own homes have a boat spot, but they don't use it, so they'll rent it out for a little bit less. And even if it's just until, excuse me, excuse me, so sorry, everybody. Even if it's just for a small period of time that you can do that, do it until you get everything really settled and you thank you, Darlene, and you know where you're going to end up. Um, but I really want you to sit down and as time goes on, consider what's going to be the best move for you. Okay, love? It's practical if you're young. It's more practical to live on a boat, but as sometimes as we but being a Gemini, I'm like, okay, it's practical because it's paid off and you don't have to worry about a monthly this and that, except for the where you have the boat. So really consider all of those things, love. Okay. Thank you so much, Darlene, for the question. Excuse me, you guys. It's pollen season, apparently. I lost my place a little bit, so I'm going back. Okay, Annie. Hi, Toni. I want to ask if I should pursue the fashion designer offer that I got recently. Annie, I feel like there's something better coming in. I think you should ask a lot of questions about this offer, get details, and get a copy of the agreement or contract they want to give you and have it looked at by someone. I feel like that's gonna be your best bet. I feel like that's gonna help you understand, but I also feel like there is definitely something else coming in that's going to be a better offer. Like, I feel like it's going to have stronger opportunities in the future. Now, if I just say, "Should Ani accept this offer?" Is there a contract with it? Do you have to if you accept this, do you have to be with them for a period of time? I know whenever we start in a position, there's paperwork. What I'm getting is get the paperwork, and what I'm getting is here's the reason why. There's something in that paperwork, and it's the proprietary stuff. I feel like, Ani, in all honesty, I feel like depending on your position with them, if everything stays with them, even if it's your intellectual property. Now, if that doesn't apply, there's still something in that paperwork that you're going to want to know about. So you can say, yes, I'll accept the offer. Please send me the paperwork and look over the paperwork very thoroughly, no matter what your position with this company is going to be, and have a second set of eyes on the paperwork to know, like, to make sure you're understanding everything 100%, because I feel like there's going to be something in the paperwork that you're going to go, wait, oh, wait a minute. So, Ani, that's what I'm getting. And there is a really good offer coming down the line in a month or so. Is it this company? Is it a new? I feel like it might be a different company also, but please, 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 please check out that paperwork, love. Get into the paperwork, check it out. Okay, love. Okay. Okay. Stephanie, hi Toni. Have I met my soulmate? Well, Stephanie, my theory on soulmates might be a little bit different than everybody else's. Um, Everybody in our life is a soulmate in one way or another, especially if it's a significant relationship like sister, brother. They're all soulmates. But I think what you're trying to ask, excuse me, I think what you're trying to ask um, Have you met your long-term partner, your potential long-term partner? Yeah, yes. I don't get to say that often. I'm happy I get to say that for you. Is this a good partnership? Yeah, yeah. Will it be long term? Yes. Okay, now here's a thing. I have to say this and I have to repeat it, and I've made this mistake. When you meet somebody and you know, like, you really either like the person, especially as a woman, or that's that sneeze still has me in a chokehold. um, Either you really like that person or you know it's this could go all the way, like this could go all the like, I think they say that in football or something. Um, we tend to act as if or skip steps or just we act as if we're already in the marriage, the engagement, or we act as if we're already the wifey. We act as if, we act as if, or we skip steps. We don't make them show us who they really are, and partners need to do that. So even though this has the potential to be a very good relationship long term, you still have to run the do the steps. Don't skip steps. Don't give the benefit of the doubt. Hold them to the steps they need to have. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for that, Stephanie. I hope that makes sense. Hey, Maris. Hey, Fawn, how are you? A Tony Green fan club. Thank you for making a fan club for me. Everyone remember to go. Oh, I thought it was a question. Yes, read that. Thumbs up. If you, I thought she was asking a question. Hey, Mimi, thank you. You guys, yes, if you like the show, if you wanna know every time I come on, hit those buttons so you can be informed. Thank you so much for that. Uh, yeah, so, T. Lynn says, "Very political." This is from what we were talking about earlier. Very political, they even have their own government, Supreme Court, etcetera. Yes. Anything you guys, here's my personal we were given a divine connection. There's a, for lack of a better term, string, strand, whatever you want to call it, that connects us to our Creator. It can never be severed, it can never be taken. It can get a little polluted. Our connection is our true guidance. And when we can silence things, when we can just, go into that deep thought, we can get our guidance from our pure creator. And that is what we are supposed to be being taught. That is what we are supposed to be learning. That is where we are supposed to be getting connection from. And the organizations that are supposed to be teaching us about our creator should be teaching that. And unfortunately, that would not give them power or control. If you teach somebody something, they don't need to come back to you. They don't need to keep giving you money. The mistake they make in that thinking, and you can't control them because you're not infiltrating their mind with fear. But the mistake they make is everybody always wants to evolve more. Like once you start connecting with the divine, with your creator, you want more. You want to evolve more. You want more light. You want more love. You want more of it. It's intoxicating. And the moment you you can be very high up and very connected to your creator, but then something happens and you might have a less of a mood. Your energy falls. It feels a little depressing, and you want to get back up there again. And in doing that, um, staying connected and keep feeding the connection, if they would help everyone learn that, it would be such an amazing experience. They would be people would be flocking to them, flocking. But old school, they've been doing it this way for so long, and the principles, and everybody says, but in the Bible it says this. But remember, the original words were written a very long time ago according to them. And when these writings were transcribed, they were transcribed by man, not someone who was a seer or a prophet, by a person. And that, by the time they found these and transcribed them, supposedly, if I'm getting the correct story, it was someone they didn't, the language it was in, they didn't really know that language any longer. Okay, so I know I'm muffing the way I'm saying this because I'm a little nervous talking about it, because I always get corrected about things, which is fine. I don't mind being corrected. Um, so please remember that. Okay, just please remember that. Please remember that. Yes. Okay. Next. Let's see. Where are we? Thank you a bunch. Hey, Kathleen. Hey, Elizabeth. Yep. We took care of that. Lilith. Hey, Lilith Phoenix. Hey, Thor Q. How are you? Hey, Rebecca joined Podbean. Okay, Lilith. Hey, Toni. Thank you for sharing your beautiful gifts with us. Absolutely my pleasure. You're welcome. Did we give James a righteous funeral when he departed? Yes. The thing I'm hearing is yes, better than expected, better than would have even. James is saying, I couldn't have planned it better myself. You did a lot of things I wouldn't have done, and it was primo, top notch is what I'm getting. And thank you. Okay. Okay, so Elizabeth says, I'm a little chicken to reach out, but when we'd hang out before, always good. You know what? When people are, I think just say, hey, like a, just be like, hey, what's up? How's it going? Okay. Just, if there's a relationship, intimate pursuit, the guy should take the lead, I think. But because if the guy wants you intimately, the guy will take the lead. However, when somebody's in the military and they're deployed or whatever, or in away, it can be a little bit different, especially if you're not already in an intimate relationship. Okay. Um, okay. Jennifer says, hi, can you tell me outcome of upcoming court date for myself and husband? What's it for, love? Drops of Jupiter, you're going to be next. Hold on. Hey, 4Q, if you want to post a question in the Podbean chat, you can. I'll be happy to answer it. Drops of Jupiter, you're going to be next. And Jennifer, if you can tell me, what is this court date about? What is it for? What are you going to court for? Elizabeth, I'm not sure if it's going to become a relationship. I think he's so preoccupied with something and or someone, something else for sure. Um, Criminal court misdemeanor charges. I feel like they're going to negotiate how much. I say how much as though it was not how much money was something else involved and how much of it was there. What are the charges, love? What are the charges? We all love you. There's no judgment here. And there's no anybody can go on CCAP and find out just what are the charges? What are the misdemeanor charges? Or how many charges? I feel like it's gonna be like a little bit of a negotiation. I don't feel like it's gonna be that bad. I feel like it's gonna be very the term I'm getting is nonchalant, like they see it every day, like pay this fine. Depending on what it is, though, is it a probationary thing? Are they going to get like it might be just pay a fine? Now, when I hear misdemeanor, I always think like, is this drugs or violence? Like misdemeanor charges can mean like maybe a fight, but it can also be like, you know, the other thing too. But whatever it is, I feel like they're going to negotiate the terms and negotiate the to negotiate everything. And remember, the more you pay, the less you lose. That's all, the courts are always about the more you pay, the less you lose. So if it's like a speeding ticket, the more you pay, the higher the fine you pay, the less points you lose. If it's whatever it is, in most cases, the bigger fine you pay, the less the other stuff is. Court is a business. They want to make money. Unless it's something, you guys, I'm seeing the coolest purple orb. I wish it would fly behind me so you guys could see it like against the chair. It's like that big. This purple, beautiful, brilliant purple. It's gorgeous. Okay, so it has me very preoccupied today. I'm like seeing it like buzz around. I'm so grateful for you guys because you totally get it when I say things. You don't look at me like I belong in a hospital with meds. Now, whether I do or not, that's a different story, but I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, I have to go back, to the last question. Dun, 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 dun. I keep losing my place, you guys, I apologize. Yeah, Elizabeth, he's gonna reach out, no worries. T-Lynn, Jennifer, here we go. Drops of Jupiter. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca. Next is Drops of Jupiter. Okay. Drops of Jupiter. I have wanted to tell my wealthy sister-in-law I how I felt after she stole my mother-in-law's condo out of her estate 5 years ago. She broke my husband's heart, who was sick and passed shortly after that. Mm. Okay. Drops of Jupiter. I'm just going to tell you what I'm hearing, and I'm going to hope you get to do what you want. Okay. Um, I just I hear the term very entitled. I hear the terms won't matter because very entitled. Um, when listen, and I will say this about anyone and everyone before we do something, very rarely in acts, especially acts like this, is it spontaneous. Something like this, the person's been planning it out before the person even died, probably. But like we can compare, not compare it, but like acts of cheating, acts of thievery, acts of greed, they're very planned out. Before someone does something like that, they've justified it in their head a million ways from Sunday. They have it so justified in their head of why they did what they did, even if when they're trying to explain it, it makes absolutely no sense to you. In their head, they've already told themselves they're right for doing what they did. So no matter what you say to them, they're not going to care. It's not going to change anything except for cause a rift in the family. And I get the feeling she might be a person in the family who kind of might feel are patriarchal, if that's the right word, if I'm saying the word correctly. Like she might feel like she is now the head of like she has I just feel like I just keep hearing she feels like she had the right to do that or and whatever she wants to do. So saying something, although you feel like you're vindicating your husband, might cause so many problems and a rift in your situation. If you don't care, go ahead and say it, but say it in a way that is not attacking. Like, I don't know if you were aware of this, but my husband really thought that that would be something that both of you would enjoy. And let that be. Let that be. When it comes to people passing, especially a mother and or father, something even the most ethical, kind person can become very self-oriented. They will shock you. Some things happened when my mom passed. My mom didn't have a lot. She lived in an apartment that she rented, and she didn't have a lot. And we had made an agreement that we would go in, and if there was something that anyone wanted, we would just say, "Hey, does anybody else want this?" And if somebody else wanted it, we would work it out with them. One of my brothers wanted everything. If the moment somebody said, Hey, I really want this," does any one of my brothers was like, "I want that." Like, and he didn't because everything he took to his ex for her to have, which was whatever. But one thing that really shocked me is one of the people that were there told me that she had gone into the house prior to everybody else and taken all of my mom's good jewelry for her daughters. O- Okay. And we are what? And let me be clear, I don't care. If you feel like you needed to do that, go do that. Go do that. If that's what you feel like you needed to do for your daughters. Now, my mom had a lot of granddaughters, but whatever. If that's what you feel like you needed to do it. Now, that particular person is very ethical, very kind, very generous, very loving in her everyday life. I would it would be very difficult for me to say a lot of negative things about that person. But when somebody passes, that need to have something takes over your brain and you just act differently than you normally would. You saying something to her isn't going to change anything about her. She's very justified in what she did. She doesn't give a shippity shop at all. As a matter of fact, she will make you an enemy if you say something, because how dare, this is the statement I get from her. How dare you? How how dare you? Like, who are you to say something? That's okay. You know it. Maybe that's all you need. Maybe that's just all you need, sweetie, because I don't feel like anything good can come from you stating anything to her. I hope that helps, Drops of Jupiter. Um, Karma Karen, good morning, Toni. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you. I'm actually feeling really good. Just a little, it, like my morning sneezies, I guess you could call them, from whatever it is. Okay, thank you, Heather. Rebecca, if you want to, Rebecca, hey, Kate. Kate or Katie? Kate. I'm just going to call it Kate because there's not an IE. Hi, Toni. I would love a message from my mom, Margaret. Did I do this already? I feel like I already connected with a Margaret. Maybe it's somebody else's Margaret. Okay, Kate, Margaret. Kate, are you still here? I need to know, did I already, I know I already connected with the one Margaret, but I don't think it was you. Kate, I'm pretty positive it wasn't you. Okay, where was I? Kate, your mom, Margaret. Let's just get to it. You know, it's so funny, Kate. The first thing I hear is the song, "The Eye of the," it's the eye of the tiger, it's the something of the fight. That's the first song that comes through. And the next thing I'm hearing, Kate, is the word cancer. Now, this could mean she had it, or she could have been a Cancer astrologically. I don't know, but that's just what I'm hearing. And that doesn't mean that's what she passed of, but um, maybe at one point she had it. But also, if I hear cancer, it can mean somebody's with her who passed of cancer if it wasn't her. Okay. The next thing I am hearing is the message she would have for you is that you're doing great. Hold on, everything's going to come full circle. Just keep, um, like keep pushing forward, or keep moving forward, because everything is about to come full circle, and you're going to have, like, she's showing me a bouquet of flowers just opening, blooming. Everything's about to bloom. Everything's about to, don't quit before don't pull the flower before it blooms, because just give it time and it's going to bloom. Okay, love, that's what I'm getting for you, sweetie. I hope that makes sense to you. That's your mom, Margaret. Kate. April, hi, Toni. Any message from my mom? She passed 20 years ago and I still miss her like crazy. Oh, April, I know time doesn't matter when it's a mom. Okay. April, can you please give me your mom's name? And Kate says she had it and a friend has it now. Thank you for confirming that for me. Hi, not Kate's Mark. Okay. She did have the cancer, and Angelita. Thank you, April. Angelita. So when I ask Angelita, first of all, my energy gets much softer. And when I ask Angelita, what's her personality? She said, funny. So if you can confirm for me, and my eyes are closed, so while you're saying things, I'm just listening to her. Her message for you, sweetie, is okay, maybe the funny is, don't take things so heavy. Let things roll off your back. Just let them roll off your back. Don't take things seriously. When other people say or do things, don't take it personally and just move on with your day. If there's someone in your life, love, that is antagonistic, remove them. This is the message I'm getting for you, April. Please make sure you're confirming if this make is there an antagonist in your life? Is there somebody that likes to poke at you, baby girl? That's your mom calling you baby girl. She would always tell me that. Oh my gosh, thank you, April, for that confirmation. And yes, there is. First of all, separate yourself from that person as much as you possibly can. And if you can't, here's something. I heard this a long time ago. I learned it a long time ago, but it took me so long to truly understand it. Anytime somebody says or does something to you, that's how they feel about themselves. That's who they are. I had this ex that would continually call me jealous. Two things. A woman is not jealous unless you're provoking her to be jealous by your actions. And a person who calls you jealous before they know you're jealous is actually the jealous one. Check and checkmate. So anyone who says anything to you, those provocations are their stuff and they're projecting it. Separate yourself as much as you can. Separate yourself as much as you can and just move on. And some people we can't completely let go of. We minimize the time, sweetie. April, that's what I have for you. I'm going to try to get just a couple little more people in, just a couple more little people in. Oh, you're so welcome, Lilith. Hakeem, as last we share, end quote, whom we were looking for, that's off. I have no idea what that means, and I apologize for that, but thank you for sharing it. I just don't want to catch him off guard. Okay, listen, Elizabeth, don't overthink it. If a man wants you, he's going to let you know. He is going to reach out. He's going to be there. He's going to be talking to you. I do feel like he's busy, so don't overthink it. Okay. Kavita. I feel like I missed someone. Okay, I have little brother. Hey, Tony, should I buy this 2014 Cadillac SRX vehicle? Is it worth it? No, it's not. Negotiate. If you really want it as a collector, negotiate and take it to a mechanic. I feel like there's something with this vehicle that's going to be a little bit more timely, and or take it to a mechanic before you make any decision and negotiate. Kavita, hi, Tony. I would love a message from my friend Donna, who is on the other side. Thank you. Kavita, I only have a couple seconds, so I'm going to try to get something really ice cream, gelato, but in a sugar, like a pointy cone. I hope that makes sense, Kavita, because I'm at that point in the show where it's I don't have time to, I should be ending the show right now so I don't go over. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here with me. I hope you all have the most amazing week.